helps to open the unlock the doors. Yeah, I am. Maybe I'll let these people get seated. Come on in, guys. Have a seat wherever you like. We got Nick and Chris in the house, and this is Randall. And I'm sorry? Rosie. Rosie. Nice to see you, Rosie. So are we live now? We are. Okay. Am I saying? Are you saying something? I'm introducing the. I do. Well, you sounded like you were about to give an introduction. So, welcome to Artichoke Music, everybody. This is a Lowdown, Dave's Lowdown Jam for students and youth, or any student. And today we've got Solomon Lamb with me on the bass. We have some other students that we're going to get up right away since they're here. So Nick and Chris, you want to come up and play? And one of you can play piano and one of you can play drums if you want. These are not quiet cymbals like the ones at Backbeat Music Academy. So you got to be careful about hitting them too hard. So today, the last couple months we've been talking about the 12-bar blues and different feels, and so today I want to talk about 8-bar blues, which is a little bit different. And so I brought the teaching materials that I left right over there. Fortunately, Nick and Chris already know about this, and Solomon does too, but I want to give a brief explanation for our audience online, which is that the 12-bar blues is 12 measures long, and typically goes to the simplest form, goes from the 1 chord for 4 bars, and then the 4 chord for 2 bars, and then back to the 1 chord for 2 bars, and then it goes to the 5 chord, maybe for 2 bars, and then back to the 1. Sometimes that 5 chord can go to the 4, and that adds up to 12 bars. But in the 8-bar blues, it's a little bit different. And I know that these guys know it because we just went over it. So this is perfect that they're here. So we're going to talk a little bit about how that works. Let's see. What key do you want to do it in? C. That's right. And so I guess we got the register rhythm section. I'll play guitar a little bit. And then if we have any aspiring vocalists, like possibly our sound engineer, we can get him up here to learn some lyrics. If you want, Jason, there's a couple of 8-bar blues. Leroy Carr has a How Long Blues, which is also done by Eric Clapton. If you want to pull that up, I can pull it up, the lyrics on my iPad. I didn't print those out yet. Today, another really common one, and that's the first form I want to start with. So this one goes from the 1 chord for 2 bars in its simplest form, and we're going to go through some alterations maybe if we can handle it by the end of the evening. So it goes to the 1 chord for how many bars? 2. Well, hey, maybe Nick, you can explain it to us. Do you remember? Do you want a sheet?
I think I remember. So I think the 1 chord goes for 2 bars. And then the 4 chord, which in this case will be F because we're playing in the key of C, it'll be for 2 measures. And then we have the 1 chord for 1 measure, then the 5 chord for 1 measure, then the 1 chord for 1 measure again, and then the ending measure is called the turnaround, so we have the 5 chord again. And that's basically just it.
That's perfect. So, yeah. Thank you. Let's try it, and we're just going to play for a little bit, and then we might we might introduce some vocals. How about we do it right about 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and shuffle. That's it. F7, F, F7, and C, back to G, and then to C. That sounds great. Let's try this now. Go ahead and stop that for a sec. Let's try this. If you play your C chord with your right hand and you just play a G and the E up on top. Yeah, leave out the middle note. So it's just a 6. Now move the 6th up. No, just a step. That's your 4 chord. And then move it back down a step to C. That's your 1 chord. Now can you go chromatically slide that down to the next note? Yeah, that's your 5 chord, but do you see how there's 2 black notes between that? Slide that up and down. Yeah, and then up, and then back down. There's your turnaround. Remember we were talking about turnarounds? That's a really simple one. So you can actually play all the chords there, and then if you want, you can kind of like put a little shake or a roll on. Yeah, like that. And then just move. And so instead of playing those blocky chords, just try that once. And let's see, can we do just like a stroll, like a boom, boom, boo-dum, boom, ba-dum, boom, boo-dum. Now the 4. Cool. Yeah, that sounds great. That's fantastic. So when you get to that 5 chord, and then to get back to the 1, you can just slide back up if you want. Yeah. There's a couple notes I want to put in there now, too. I saw we had just a couple of newcomers walk in, and I cannot see from here. Who do we got there? Can you? I'm Dave. Can you tell me your name? Ajuda. And have I met you before? I can't. Okay. What do you play? Guitar. Oh, that's perfect because I can barely play the guitar. Do you know a C chord and an F chord and a G chord? Yeah. Would you come play? Ajuda. Is that right? Adrito. Sorry, I missed that. Do you sing too? A bit. Cool. All right. Well, we'll see if we can get that out of you. But let's start with the guitar. So what we're doing, and I'll grab this music stand so you can look at it. Now, are you familiar with the terms 1, 4, and 5 when we're talking about chords? So the 1 in the key is C. C would be the 1 chord. And then F would be the 4 chord. And then, you know what? Let's tune that. I didn't realize how that was. Do you know how to tune it? I tuned it right before, but it was sitting in the sun in my car. Sometimes guitars go out of tune quickly when the sun comes out. That looks good. Did you bring a guitar? Hmm? Okay, that's okay. That's why we have one here. All right, let's hear that C chord again. Ooh, let's hear play. Oh, that looks good. Well, they look okay. Let's just back off the volume just a hair. Try that. And that. Let's just. Can you just kind of chunk along, just like kind of quarter notes? We'll go. So we'll go C, and then F, and then we're coming back to C, and it'll go 2, 3, 4 to the G, 2, 3, back to C, and then back to G. There we go. Let's try that. Boom, boom, boom. We'll do, and you could play, if you want to, like, yeah. I'll do cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and let's start. Go. Here's the 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on C7. And then we're going to F. And you can add a 7 if you know how. And we're back to C. And going to G. And then we're back to C. And bum, bum. There it is. Now solo a little bit using that major pentatonic. I'm just going to turn you down there. You're good. Keep playing. Now we're on the F chord. Keep playing. Play. Keep going, you guys. We're going to do a little thing called call and response here. So I'm going to play a lick and then you're going to follow me, okay? Let's see where we are. 1. Now we're top. C, stay on C, then we're going to F, we're staying on F, now we're going to C, then back to G, and then we're back to C, G, back to C, that's it, keep going. Give it up for the young man. All right, now we could do, you could just experiment now and use some of those ideas. Oh, how long has that evening train been gone? How long, how long, how long? I'll do another verse and you're gonna play in the fills. If I could holler like a mountain jack, then you play a little lick. I climbed that highest mountain, and I'd ask for my baby back. How long, how long, how long? There you go, now you get it. How's your soloing? Can you solo? Do you know the C pentatonic? What? That's okay, keep playing the chords. You're doing awesome. Back to the 1, and then to the 5, and back to the 1. All right, cool, that's great. Let's wrap that up for a second. Give it up for the kids there. Isn't that awesome? All right, we're starting with How Long Blues. Which was the, let's see, Leroy Carr wrote that, I think. He's at least the first one that recorded it. Sometimes it's hard to know with those old blues tunes. I think Eric Clapton made it famous because he made lots of old blues tunes famous. But I want to add a little change to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to grow from there, right? We're going to add. So at the end, when we do this, this 1 and then wait for the 5, we're going to go 1 to the 4, and then to the 1 and the 5, and that'll make for a nice little turnaround. There, can we just try that and see if we can all play that together? Last 2 bars. 1, 2, 3. So the 1. Actually, let's take it from the 5, right? So I'll go from here, and then so these will speed up twice as fast here. So from the let's do the whole form, and I'll call it out. Actually, I think that'll probably be easier. We'll get there quick enough. 1, 2, 3. How long? And you can add this 7 here, the B flat if you want. And then to the 4. You can add that E flat to your voicing if you want. And then we go to the 1 chord and to the 5. And here we're going to go from the 1 to the 4 to the 1 to the 5. Remember that? You got it? And if you want, you can try this too. Ba, ba, da, 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 da. Can you play that with your da, 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 da. That's the Fats Domino groove when you played it. All the triplets and the shuffle. He wasn't the first to do it, but how long? Evening train been gone. How long? How long? How long? Go ahead and take a solo now. Play some of those licks. that verse again. If I could holler, then give it up for him, yeah. If I could holler like a mountain jack, I'd climb that highest mountain and call for my baby back. How long? We're gonna end it here. How long? And we're gonna stop. How long? Bum ba da 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 do da bum. Chord. There you go. Hey, give it up for the young man. We got at least another jammer in the house, so I'm gonna see. Is that Mark Hutchinson there? And Chase, are you still playing piano? Yeah, cool. Do you want to come play some piano? We're working on 8-bar blues. So maybe we could switch up the drummer. Do you guys want to switch up? And then if one of you wants, you can still come up here and play on this cajon if you still want to stay up here. Yeah, okay. Let's have a little cajon lesson for just a minute. And they have a beautiful cajon here that you can check out at Artichoke Music. And these are fun because they're a lot more portable than a drum set, but you can get a drum sound out of it. If you hit it up here, you get like a snare sound. And if you hit it lower, you get a bass sound. So you can get your backbeat just going boom, cat, boom, cat, boom, cat. And if you want to subdivide like you're playing the hi-hat, you can do it with whichever hand you're comfortable with. So you could, but I'd use 2 hands. But all you have to really do to play along is like sit here and kind of go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, like that, and you'll get a triplet feel. I'm going to set you over here so you don't feel like you're center stage with it. We're playing in C. Should we continue in C, or do you know 1, 4, 5 in a different key? And I forget. I know I should remember it. Chase. This is Chase Hutchinson on the piano. Now, if you've seen the Artichoke advertisement, you see a young man playing the piano, and I'm standing behind him, and I think Mark may or may not be in the picture. I might have cropped you out. Anyway, Mark Hutchinson is a great saxophone player and teacher as well, so we might have him. Okay, yeah, I might have him help because he'll have some ideas here as a fellow teacher. So you can get set up, and then so if you've seen that advertising, you may have seen Chase on there, but he was about as young as Nick and Chris there, and these guys in that photo. Maybe even younger. I think you're like 5 or 6.
No, I was like 9.
9. Okay. I can't tell him, Mark. My kids are grown now. So let's just take it around once. So this is what we're doing, just in the key of C's. We're just going 1. And then you can add the 7 in if you want. And then a 4 chord, so that'd be F. And then 1 to the 5 to the 1. And then what we just added was 1, 4, 1, 5. Does that make sense?
1, 4, yeah.
So... And I've got another sheet. These changes get even more complicated, but this is sort of we're starting with the simple ones. So let's just take it around once, and I'll call it the changes if we get it lost a little bit. And let's see how we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then add C7. Now play an F chord. been teaching him all these jazz voicings. There we go.
We're on the one now. 1, 2, 5. 1, 4. We're adding a 4 here. 1, 5. Add the little 1 on top. Play the 6, then add the 7. Now play like a 4 triad, and then add the 7.
gonna try that call and response thing again. All right, now I'm gonna play and you're gonna answer me, okay? When he goes to the 5. So that should be the 4. Let's get back on track. Here comes the top. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 7. Then we're on F. Stay on F. Back to C. Then go to G. And then to C. And F. And C. Then G. So how long, yeah, give it up for him, has that evening train been gone? How long, we're gonna try ending again, how long, bum ba dum ba boo bum ba boom bum. That works? Yeah, give it up for him. What time are we at? 7:15. Oh, that's good. That's good. So, let's see. What can we add to this? There's one. Do you know your 4 minor? Do you know F minor? Yeah. And do you know D7 and A7? Do you know D and A? Okay. I'm going to try something else on these fine young gentlemen here, and we'll see how it goes. We're going to continue with the A-bar blues, but we're going to add a couple chords to it. I'm going to grab a sheet from right over there. So C67, and then we're going to add, actually let's change that to this a little bit. So I'll stand over here. This is the same 8-bar blues form that we've been playing. We're going to continue in C, but we're going to add a couple changes to it. And this is, so it's this one right here. Oh, it does have the minor there. So this is actually the chords to the song I was just singing as done by Pinetop Perkins. But there's a lot of different songs that you can do over this. Same form. So we're going to go, let's just go one at a time. Let's go over these chords. So C6. And here's the thing about blues. A lot of times when we have a great jazz education, we have jazz education in schools in America, I should say. And sometimes it's really good. And what jazz education often focuses on is the upper nether regions of the chords, which we call 7s and 9s and 11s and 13s and stuff, which are beautiful and awesome chords. When we get to the roots and blues music, a lot of times we're sticking to triads, 7 chords, and 9s, but a lot of times the voicings are a lot more sparse than you would see in a jazz context. There's not these big spread out chords. It's just like maybe, and that's what kind of what I was trying to show you with those 6. Both of you guys, yeah, Nick too, where we're just moving that 6th around, and it sounds really cool, even though it's not all the notes of the chord. And so you don't always have to play every note in the chord, and a lot of times you might be okay with just 2 or 3 notes of the chord. And so you don't have to worry about playing like, oh, well, that's a C7 chord, so I have to play C, E, G, B flat. You can just play a C or a C and an E, or if it's a C7, you can play an E and a B flat, and that's fine. They call that a shell voicing sometimes when you just play the 3rd and the 7th. But sometimes you can just play the 3rd and the root, and that sounds good. In this case, the 6 would be an A natural in the chord on C. And then we add the 7 or the 9, that's why it's in parentheses there. And you can still just play your basic C chord that you're playing. You don't have to worry about those other ones. Do you know a C7 chord? Do you know how to add the 7 in? Yeah, it's your C chord plus that. But you still got to play those other notes too. So then you add it in there. That's it, yeah. So if you could try to add that in, you can get that in there sometimes. And then your F chord. But then what we're going to do on bar 4 there is play an F minor. We're gonna, right? And that has this really cool sound. And again, you can do these with triads. They don't have to be 7s or 9 chords. But then on the rest of this, now we're going to try something new, which is going from, instead of just the 1 to the 5, we're going to go 1, 6, 2, 5, which is C, A7, D7, G. Can we all just play those chords right there in that measure? So everybody play a C, and then an A7, or an A chord. You can just play your A. That works. And then your D chord. And if you want to be, there you go. And that's a nice D9 too. That's cool there. And then G7 or G, yeah. And then back to C. And then this is, but we don't want to play the major 7 in blues for the most part. Yeah, we're going to stick away from that. Now, there are some cases where that can happen, but I would say they are few and far between in like traditional blues music where you would play a 1 major 7 chord. So in modern, more contemporary blues, it's been influenced kind of by jazz. That will happen sometimes, but so when you play this turnaround, let's all look at that. And it's just C. You can, again, just play the C, and C over E is just a different version of C. That's more for Solomon there on the bass. And then the F, and then the F minor, and C, and then you can go to that G chord. I have a +7 written. Don't worry about that. Just play a G7. The plus we'll get to later. So can we try this, do you think? And let's keep it. I know we're probably tired of that slow tempo, and we're going to pick it up here next time we get someone up here, I promise. So bear with us, audience, and those of you at home that are paying attention. We're going nice and slow so we can be thinking about these new ideas. 1, 2, 3, 4, and C at the 7. Now we're gonna do the 4, and we're gonna add the minor third, and then we're going C to A to D to G to C, F, F minor, C to G. See if you can get it on your own. Some piano here. How about Mark? Give us one on the saxophone. Get it up for the young man. Mark Hutchinson on the saxophone. Get a notion to go out and swim into that wide ocean. Now we're 1 to the A to D, G, C to F, F minor, C, back at the top again. If I should get a notion to go swim out in that great ocean, well, it ain't nobody's business. We're gonna end it if I do. Yeah, sorry it's running. Good up, give it up for the guys. Give it up for the guys. That's fantastic. So, Mark, can you come up here for a second? Just, I have some, I've been talking a lot here, and you just played a lot more notes than I was showing them how to play, and they all sounded fantastic. Can you maybe talk a little bit about where those came from?
Yeah, I am.
The mic because we're being live streamed for the people.
Oh, seriously? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. So,
That's why I was saving the mic at you. You're plenty loud in the room.
got it. That makes sense. So I'm shooting for thirds and sevenths in my solo. So chord tones, the ones that really define the quality of the chord. For example, the C sharp over the A7 is kind of a fun note to hit. It's really outside of the key of C major or C dominant. So, yeah.
That's a great answer. And how much of that was major pentatonic ideas?
Lots of major Sorry, let me grab this one more time. So I was doing also A minor pentatonic, or C major pentatonic.
Perfect. That's great. And for those of you that are unfamiliar with pentatonic scales, I do have some sheets over here online. I do have, if you go to my website, actually, you need the QR code, which maybe I'll put afterwards in the comments or something in the YouTube channel. That would be a good idea. To a lot of these teaching materials that I use down here at Artichoke, and also in my other teaching. So that's awesome. We've got another piano player. Do you play anything else?
I can play the cajon. I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. Cool. Let's mix it up. Do you guys want to switch on drums? Yeah. Not really. We've got another piano player here. Why don't you guys figure out which of you wants to play drums and which of you wants to play cajon? You want to switch off? Yeah. You want to stay where you are? All right. Let's get Jonah up here. Let's do this one, because I'm just going to throw him into this, because he'll be able to play something cool for us. So let's just try it one more time. And do you think we go a little faster now? And maybe make it, instead of like that 6/8 thing, like a shuffle, a little bounce here. Same form though, and the chords we just did. You think you can hang with that? If you can just play quarter notes, bop, 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 dum, bop, like that, just chunk down. Yeah. What do you think? Let's try it. Take it around a couple times. 1, 2, or actually, I'll sing that verse again. That was, let's see, what was that? Nobody's Business. That's another, Nobody Business If I Do. That's another great 8-bar blues song. I'll sing that verse. I don't have all these verses in my head right now. They're evading me, but I remember that one. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I should take an ocean to go swim down in that great ocean, well, it ain't nobody's business if I do. Go ahead, John. Let's hear something. Mark Hutchinson on the saxophone. Stay there, I'm not done with you. To go out and swim in that great ocean, well, it ain't nobody's business. If I do, we're gonna trade fours now. Half the chorus, piano first. Up for them right there. If I should take an ocean to go down to Artichoke Music and jam with all my friends, well, it ain't nobody's business if I do. Bum, 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 bum. Cool. Give it up for all these jammers here. We're going to take just a short break and regroup. Figure out what we're going to do next. And thank you all for coming. And we'll be right back. Huh? Oh, yeah. Let's get a group photo with all y'all. It'll get more jammers out next time. Oh, yeah. Should I be in the photo? Oh, yeah. It's hard to hold it with a strap. It's okay. You can put it right there.
We'll do a couple of those people, you and your brother up front, and then Solomon and Dave can be back, and then we'll have Mark. You can join them in the back row.
Okay. Which row? The back row?
Yeah, it's Solomon. And then we'll have. Would you mind standing over here?
That's okay. That mic's only $300.
All right, this is great. All right, artichoke in the background. Perfect. All right, and I'll have you scoot in just a little bit. Awesome.
Okay,
All right.
hold a minute so when she's done, I can get one for us.
Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Big smiles. Now do something really exciting, like you're so happy to be here. Yes, this is so happy we're learning. I love it.
Oh, look at Shelly.
Get
She's
one
the
for
one in the
Artichoke.
blue. Look at Shelly first.
Yay. Thank you. Great shot. Over here.
Okay. You're Randall now.
Thank you.
All right.
Good evening, everybody. Jeez.
Yeah. Nice work, you guys.
Is this the Dave Fleschner studio?
This is Dave's Lowdown Jam. This is
Yeah. I mean, are these all your students?
no.
Oh.
Let's see.
Are they jump band? Like they're a jump
Let's
band?
see. Yeah, I guess they all are, except for Solomon has been my student.
Yeah. Cool. Fun.
And then Jonah, yeah, he's in hydro.
Oh,
But he's been coming to me and learning stuff
Yeah.
that they don't teach in jazz.
Who's the piano teacher there?
That's right.
Cool. That's right.
That works very well. And then this guy is. Yeah, it's open to anybody. Bring your students down.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I thought I sent an email to you. Why didn't?
I actually am not teaching right now, but I mean, I'll bring this guy. I was trying to get my daughter who plays bass to come out, and I have a daughter that sings too. So
Oh, cool. All right, welcome back, you guys. Who's ready to play some more music? Let's see. Let's get Solomon back up. Let's have Jonah play again. And let's see, who wants to play drums? Do you want to learn how to play drums? What? Oh, I could play anything up here about it, but this is for everyone else to play. I get to play music all the time, and you can go to my schedule at davefleschner.com, and you can see all the places I play all the time, and that's where I perform more. So any playing I'm doing here, I'm doing to just play with all the people here and jam and have fun. I'm not trying to. Plus, not very many people want to hear me play the drums. That's an emergency situation. And let's see. I'm sorry, I forgot your name on guitar. Adrito. I just tried to tune it up again, so hopefully we're good. And we were talking is a review about the 8-bar blues. Now I'm going to throw another one at you. And this one, the chords are written in C, but I'm going to see if we can transpose it. But let's play through it once and see so you guys get used to it. Yeah, bottom of the same page where it says Key to the Highway and Trouble in Mind. And then if any of you want to join on cajon, you are more than welcome to. Yeah, come play cajon. Yeah. And you just kind of play what you feel. And if you feel like trying to lock in with the drums, that's where you want to sit. So with that, Trouble in Mind. So this is Trouble in Mind's kind of a slow one. And let's see, hey Jason, do you want to come up and sing now? I'll sing it first for you. I'm putting him on the spot here, our sound engineer. So he gets to come out from behind the desk. But we had a fun time last month. So, he is also the hip hop open mic host. When does that happen? Second Wednesday of every month, and he is the guy to run that. I've heard. Yeah. Cool. So, you know what? I'm going to grab that other mic so you can just stand up here with me. Do you want a stool? Is there a stool? You okay? Why don't you take it around once? So the difference in this form is that we're going to the 5 first and then sitting on the 4 for 2 measures. And it comes back to the 1 and the 5. And then there's a turnaround. And for this, you can kind of play the same thing you played before. But Solomon, if you want to walk down from C to B flat to A flat to G, that's a nice way to do that same turnaround instead of climbing up. Yeah. Yeah, a little faster than that. Let's try it. Kind of shuffle. 1, 2, 3. Trouble in mind. Let's take it bound once. Yeah. Let's try it once again. I'll call out the changes first. 1, 2, 3, 4. C. Go to G. Go to F. Stay on F. C. G. Trouble in mind, and I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. I think we stepped on it, Solomon. Some good shine my back door someday. Hang on, guys, we got technical issues here for a second. Like, oh, there it is. Did we just lose it? It's back. All right, let's keep going then. trouble in mind, and I'm blue. But I won't be blue always. Well, I'm gonna let those winds of change blow my blues away. Wanna try it? Do it. Go for it.
Trouble in mind, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always, 'cause the sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. I'm gonna lay my head on some lonesome railroad line and let the 219 ease my troubled mind. Piano solo. Yeah, keep it going. Hey, all right. I'm going down the river. Gonna take my rocking chair, and if the blues don't leave me, I'll rock right on out of here. Yeah, yeah, I'm all alone at midnight, and the lamp is burning low. I've never had so much trouble in my life. All right. Trouble in mind, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. Yeah, 'cause the sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. Turn it around. Yeah, the sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. The sun's gonna shine my door someday. Dum, dum, dum. Yeah, yeah. Hey.
Jason Yelton on the vocals there. Give it up. You want to do another one? Yeah. Can we do it in a different key now? The same chord progression. What do you think? It's not too hard, right? What key? What key? What? He's a sax player, so he's calling B flat. Oh, E flat. No, we're not gonna do E flat, man. B flat, E flat. I think I would like to pick a sharp key, and not that one. Let's try. How do you feel about? Let's see. Let's try it. I think. Let's do an A. So it'd be A. Would be your 1 chord then, right? Can you play A? And then what's your 4 chord? Yeah. And then what's your 5 chord there? There you go. You can add the 7 in there. And let me tune that again real quick. Cool. It's kind of the same Okay. Sweet. You're gonna count it off?
Chad Rip.
You're gonna tell us how to do it. Jason's
Oh,
gonna lead
wait.
us through this.
No, you can do that. That's your job.
No. This is part of it. This is part of it. You're the singer. You gotta learn how to do
Okay.
it. So here's what you gotta decide. You got G soloists, right?
Yeah.
So the easiest thing is, I should be saying this on the mic. So when you're trying to lead a blues jam and you're the singer, I like to make sure the band is playing something I can sing over before I start singing, which I already made that mistake a couple times where I started singing and I realized, no, I gotta make sure the band is like hitting a groove and playing the right chords and stuff like that. And it's a lot easier to watch one of these guys flail over it than that was mean. I don't mean that. It's a lot easier to let them, because they're just pushing buttons and not trying to tune to the instruments that might be playing a wrong note or wrong chord. So what I like to do is say, hey, can you take it around once for me? And then the 8-bar blues don't lend themselves to tags the way that the 12-bar blues do. So where you tag it. So sometimes you might want to just call it at the ending. And depending on your last phrase, you sing the last phrase and kind of cut them off and sing it, and then kind of bring them back in when you want to hit. Or you can just point to one of them and have them go, but that and do da ba or whatever kind of lick that. So I would rely on these two because they're your soloists. And then so you pick one of them, and then you tell them when to solo in the middle between your verses, and then you cue the ending. So it's kind of up to you. So with given that information, I'm going to let you take over and lead it. Okay. We good? Sure. All right. Take all that in. What key do we decide on? A. And so 8 bars.
Okay. So we're going to do 1 time through, and then I'll come in on verse 1, and then
You don't have to tell them right now. You can just tell them.
well, I might as well tell them right now. Do verse 1 on the last line. I want everyone to cut out and then come back in on the turnaround. Second verse starts, and then after that we'll go to the soloist, and then we'll come back in, and it'll be normal. But this will mean stop for a second, and then I'll dip you back in, yeah? We'll give it a shot. I'm learning too. Okay, one time through. Mr. Sir, do you want to count us off? How fast is this song? It's gonna be a little. Yeah, I like that. All right, there we go. Yeah. I got the key. Highway, built out and bound to go. Gonna leave here running. 'Cause walking is way too slow. Right. I'm going back to the border, baby, where I'm better known. Because you haven't done nothing, baby, but drove a good man home. All right, piano solo. Come on. Into the saxophone. Give it up. When the moon peeks over the mountains, little girl, I'll be on my way. I'm gonna roam this highway until the break of day. Yeah, yeah, so give me one more kiss, darling, just before I go. Yeah, 'cause when this time, little girl, I won't be back no more, no more. Just drums and bass. Everybody back in, let's go. Yeah, 'cause I got the key to the highway, built out and bound to go. I'm gonna leave here running, yeah, 'cause walking is way too slow. One more time, I got the key to the highway, built out and bound to go. I'm gonna leave here running, 'cause walking is much too slow. Wrap it up, 'cause walking is much too slow. Walking is much too slow. Yeah. All right. I'm not the best leader, but that was awesome. Thank you, guys.
That was awesome. Are you going to do another one? All All right, give it up for JC. Give it up for all these musicians up here. That's fantastic. I feel like I want to feature Solomon a little bit, and he requested we do a minor one. So what if we make these chords minor? And which form would you rather do? Any of them? You want to play a minor blues? I think. Oh, is your brother gonna play? Okay, right, cool. And do either of you know? Do you guys know that's really? Have you sung it before? No. Okay. What's What if I sang it with you? What if your dad sang it with you? Well, that's all right. I don't want to sing it either. I'm going to butcher it, but someone wants to do minor blues. So let's do A minor. And let's do a 12 bar. Do you do your minors? So the difference on here, yeah. So there's a minor 4, minor 1, and then flat 6. Instead of 5/4 on the turnaround, F to E. So yeah. What? Those are just examples of forms. Yeah. A minor. So this is like a. So have you played this before? I'm gonna look up the lyrics real quick. So we're gonna break away from the 12-bar form or the 8-bar form a little bit, and we're gonna do 12-bar because Solomon wanted to do minor blues, and I'm gonna apologize in advance. I have done my utmost to get someone else to sing it. All right, and I'm gonna have. I think it'd be nice to start with a saxophone solo. It's like, you know, it's just like, it's a funk, kind of like slow funk. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away. Oh, the thrill is gone, baby. The thrill is gone away. You know you done me wrong, baby. You'll be sorry someday. Well, the thrill is gone. up for Joan on the piano there. The thrill is gone. No, the thrill is gone away. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away. No, since you left me, baby, give it over to Solomon. Let's break it down. Let's hear some bass. it going. Keep it going now. Do you know your A minor bar chord? Can you make it funky? Let me show you real quick. Keep it going. Keep it going. We're rolling. We're rolling on the one chord. This is how you have a party. You just find that pocket. We're just going to have a party on the one chord. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Now we're going to keep that vibe going. Find a pocket. Find a rhythm. We're gonna bring out Mark Hutchinson to blow our minds a little bit now. So everybody just stay groovy. Don't let it drop. Don't let that pocket drop. Keep it going. You can play some fills if you want, if that needs to keep your energy up. Keep it going. Let's blow, Mark. Give it up for all the students that came in and jammed today. Especially give it up for Solomon Lamb. He's been working hard over here, keeping it down on the bass all night. We got Jonah. We've had Nick and Chris here on the drums. And, man, I keep forgetting. Adrena on the guitar. Who else we got? But Mark Hutchinson, the family over here. Mark Hutchinson. Chase Hutchinson and Mark Hutchinson there. Am I forgetting anybody? We got Shelly Garrett behind the bar there. And she's the one that invited me to coming down to do this thing. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity. We really want to spread the blues and just the spirit of music to the young people. So please spread the word. You folks tell your friends about it. And those of you on the internet that might be watching, come on down next time live in person. And I understand we have a new director in the house. Is that right? Or did she leave? Oh, okay. Okay, so anyway, I was going to introduce her, but I think she just snuck out. So we've got Jason behind the board, and then Esther's back there doing the video for you. So if you're watching on the internet, that's thanks to Esther there. And anyone else? Amazing night. Thank you all for coming. Spread the word. Tell your friends. And we'll see you next time.